Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Bikini Nation. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. I'm loving all your comments, and also do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, if you are enjoying the content. Really means the world to me. Now, yesterday we dropped a video on Lauralie getting a new coach, and boy oh boy have we been flooded with comments. I am loving it. I'm loving hearing your feedback, your thoughts on the whole saga. So I thought, what better time to revisit it? And we do have new information. New information has come to light. So I want to discuss that with you guys today. But before I touch on that, I just want to talk about what am I actually trying to achieve here with this channel? By no means am I trying to talk shit about anyone or stir the pot. I'm just trying to put out the facts. If you look at men's bodybuilding, for example, there are countless channels out there that are providing you with the daily news on bodybuilding. They're promoting the athletes and talking about the sport. I think it is fantastic. But if you look at the women in bodybuilding, you don't have that. There's only a handful, if that, on YouTube that are doing this, and I just think it's unfair. To help put things into perspective, in men's bodybuilding, we have Nick Strength and Power, who is putting out daily men's bodybuilding news on Men's Classic, Men's Open, and on YouTube. He has over 1 million subscribers, which is absolutely enormous. Bodybuilding and Bullshit is putting out 2 videos a day, and he's climbing up the ranks. RX Muscle, we also have Fuad Podcast, More Plates, More Dates, Desktop Bodybuilding. The point of the matter and what I'm trying to convey here is that women in bodybuilding are not getting recognized or serviced to the standard that they should be. So essentially what I am trying to achieve here is overall improvement for the athletes, for the female athletes in bodybuilding. I want them to get more recognition, more praise, as they should in this sport, and prize money. That is not up to scratch. It should be improved and therefore would offer more stability for the athletes, so they can continue to do the sport that they love, and there is more longevity within it. And for the fans, I want to provide them with up-to-date and accurate information. I want a platform that they can access and a platform that they can provide their opinion, their thoughts. I want to open up dialogues, discussions, because together we can improve the federations and give the athletes what they deserve and the fans what they need. But we can only achieve this together. Guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on where the IFBB can improve for the female competitors. Write down in the comments below. Now to the story that you're all tuning in for. You probably may know, may not know, but recently we dropped a video about Lauralie changing her coach. And we discussed a few points as to when it may have occurred, who it is, all of those finer details. But since that time, we have actually received further confirmation as to the coaching structure moving forward, and also the dates as to when this actually happened. And we just wanted to discuss it further with you. This was from Lauralie's camp, and we really appreciate that they wanted to clear the air and be transparent on the matter for all of the fans. In our previous video, we mentioned that Lauralie Chapados' new coach is Kim Odo, and he is very respected in the bodybuilding community, very well regarded. Let's not forget that he got Janet Leigh-Ugg her Olympia win, and Angelica Teixeira 2 Olympia titles, which is absolutely enormous. Lauralie has changed over, and from our understanding, he is more than a coach. He just goes above and beyond. He focuses on their image in general, uplifting their confidence, their aura, and their future as an athlete, and involvement in the overall bodybuilding community, which is really integral. And this is particularly highlighted by a post Lauralie partner Aldo or Iron University posted on the 14th of November. So I might just read this one out for you guys because it has some great information in it. Here we go. What an amazing finish to this year. It was challenging as hell, but that's what builds character and creates champions. We've learnt so much along this journey, grew at an exponential rate and built a greater than average foundation. Now we can enjoy the honeymoon phase and our relationship and finally go on our first date. You've gained so much confidence and it shows, from prepping and peaking all by yourself at the Arnold and Olympia, like you did at the 2018 Olympia and placed second, but with a beautiful smile along the way. I love you and you deserve it all. I'm so thankful for having the GOAT, Kim Odo, in our corner. His naturalism as a coach is top tier and we couldn't be happier. He's organically in this sport because he's in love with coaching, and as a professional to another professional, I can tell. Thank you for being our third eye at the Olympia and being selfless. This year you've broken out of your shell, and next year I can't wait for you to display the 2022 Lauralie. So what is extremely interesting about this post is the fact it is very evident that he is a huge support network for Lauralie, and Iron University acts as a second eye for her. But if you look into this one a little bit more closely, it's interesting to point out that he has written that she prepped by herself for the Arnold and Olympia. And this has even been confirmed through a comment Iron University put on our last YouTube video, which by the way, we're super grateful for, as we only want the most accurate and up-to-date information because we do hold ourselves to a very high standard. He wrote, she started to coach and peak herself after Michigan through the Arnold and Olympia. Kim assisted as a third eye 4 days out for Olympia. So this is very interesting and it confirms the dates for us. And we got the dates wrong in the previous video, so we just wanted to call that out. So the dates were actually much earlier than we initially thought. This confirms that it was well before mid-October. It was before the Arnold and Olympia that she parted ways with Team Atlas. And this is enormous news because arguably she looked her best at the Arnold and Olympia. Guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this matter. Write down in the comments below. Keep them coming. And off the back of this, Lauralie did a bit of a Q&A session on her Instagram yesterday, so I thought I would read out a few of the questions that were asked that I found interesting. So here we go with the first one. How has your experience with Kim Odo been? You look fantastic. Next, Miss O. And her response was amazing. Kim's a dad figure, coach, spirit, and just an absolute professional. We only worked for a few weeks and only tweaking and third eyeing things. I was doing things by myself since. Kim's bring the champion in me out and makes me believe in my limitless potential and stress-free. And guys, it's important to mention that you need to find a coach that matches you as a person. Some people need to be hugged. Some people need a rev up. Some just need advice. But the point of the matter is you need to find one that works for you. Someone that works for you may not work for someone else. It really is an individual choice. And speaking of qualities in a coach, someone else asked Lauralie, when you trust a coach, what cues give out that they are an asshole at heart? And Lauralie responded saying, I trust everyone and I am loyal to a fault. I don't see for myself anything else but good intentions from all people. Seriously though, I couldn't even tell you. I've had people doing things in front of my face for so long where one will pick up on it right away and red flag it, but then go ahead and defend them and make excuses for their actions and say they didn't mean it in that way. They will never do that. But when in reality, days or years later, it happens that they were all that. I guess really check someone's actions and be critical always. And guys, I'm sure you can read in between the lines on this one. Guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how we can improve the IFBB, in particular for the women competing. And I also want you guys to please let me know any topics that you want us to talk about, us to explore further, and they don't necessarily have to be competition related. Hit me up on Instagram, write down in the comments below. I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like, hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying the content. Really appreciate it. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.